Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. You don't have to be a detective to see that the NFL landscape is shifting, especially in the NFC North. But what's catching everyone's attention right now is a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the Packers' offensive line and quite possibly their entire season. Rumors are swirling that the Philadelphia Eagles might be looking to send Jordan Mailata to Green Bay, and this isn't just some off-season chatter. It's serious enough that insiders and analysts are already weighing the impact of such a move. And trust me, this could be a game-changer for both sides. So let's break it down. The Eagles, currently sitting at an 8-3 record, are in a tight cap spot with about $7 million remaining. They've got some big decisions to make, especially with Lane Johnson's pending contract extension and the need to prioritize cap space for that. With that in mind, it looks like they might be open to trading Jordan Mailata, one of their most reliable blind side protectors. The idea is to secure some draft capital, specifically a first-round pick and a fourth-rounder in the 2026 draft, to free up cap space and address other needs, like bolstering their secondary with a top-tier cornerback, as ESPN's Jeremy Fowler and others have suggested. Now for the Packers, this could be a huge boost. Imagine if they solidify their offensive line with Mailata, who's been one of the best tackles in the league over the past few seasons. His profile is impressive. Drafted in 2018 out of Australia, Mailata has developed into a true mauler on the edge, offering a rare combination of size, strength, and agility. Over his career, which now spans 8 seasons, he's played 90 games with an impressive PFF grade averaging around 88.5. His pass protection rating is a solid 89.0, and his run blocking is equally strong at 87. Not only that, but he's allowed only around 150 pressures and 18 sacks over his career, which is remarkable for an offensive tackle facing some of the league's best pass rushers. In 2025, Mailata played 11 games, maintaining a PFF grade of roughly 86.8, with just 3 sacks allowed and 20 pressures. His snap count is consistent at about 92%, meaning he's durable and dependable. His presence could elevate the Packers' offensive line by around 16% in efficiency, which is huge when you think about protecting Jordan Love and giving him more time to make those big throws we all want to see. His ability to create a solid pocket and hold off rushers like Rashan Gary or other edge threats would be a significant upgrade. And let's not forget, Mailata is a literal mountain of a man, an Australian brick wall, who excels at sealing the edges and creating running lanes. Now, why would the Eagles consider trading Mailata? Well, it's mainly cap-related. They're sitting on just about $7 million in space, and with Johnson's contract extension pending, they need to make room. Plus, they're looking to fill some other holes in their roster, namely at the edge and cornerback positions. Some analysts are skeptical about whether they can afford to keep Mailata long-term, especially if they want to extend players like Jalen Hurts or upgrade other parts of the roster. Losing Mailata might hurt their pass protection. Some projections suggest their pass blocking efficiency could drop by around 20%, which could be the difference in clutch moments down the stretch. From the Packers' perspective, bringing in Mailata makes a ton of sense. It's not just about filling a spot, it's about establishing an offensive line that can dominate for years to come. Think about it, Mailata's addition could mean a significant boost in Jordan Love's protection, which directly translates into more time to throw and more explosive plays. His presence could increase Love's EPA, expected points added, per dropback by around 18%, and allow him to operate more comfortably in play-action sets. The impact on sacks allowed is also notable. If Mailata can help reduce sacks from an average of about 2.9 per game to closer to 1.7, that's a game-changer. It translates into fewer turnovers, more sustained drives, and ultimately more wins. Plus, Mailata's influence extends beyond just the physical protection. His ability to win blocks consistently creates mismatches against opposing defenders, especially against the likes of Rashan Gary or other edge rushers. His size and technique could give the Packers' run game a big boost, opening up lanes for Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, and creating more opportunities for big YAC plays. His presence on the line would give Jordan Love more confidence to make those tight window throws, knowing he has a proven protector on that blind side. When you look at the numbers, the potential impact on the Packers' offense is eye-opening. For example, with Mailata, the offensive line rating could jump by as much as 14%. That's a massive leap, especially considering how much the Packers have struggled with consistency along that front this season. The mental image of Mailata facing off against top-tier defenders like David Montgomery or even the Lions' front line is a comforting one for Packers fans. His ability to hold the edge and create running lanes is something we've been craving for a long time. Now, some might wonder about the risks involved. Sure, trading away draft capital always carries a certain level of uncertainty. But in this scenario, it seems like a calculated move, trading a future first-round pick and a fourth-rounder in 2026 to acquire a proven, top-tier tackle who's still in his prime. The payoff could be enormous, especially if it helps the Packers contend seriously for the NFC North title and even push deep into the playoffs. Remember, the Packers have shown resilience this season, with a 7-3-1 record after the tough loss of Aaron Jacobs to a knee injury. They've been fighting and clawing for every win, and they need stability along the offensive line more than ever. This potential trade also aligns with the Packers' long-term vision. They have a young, talented quarterback in Jordan Love who's still developing. Giving him reliable protection, like Mailata, could accelerate his growth and help him reach his full potential. And if the Packers can establish a dominant offensive line, it sets the foundation for a sustained championship window. That's the kind of move that echoes the great Packers teams of the past, where the offensive line was a cornerstone of their success. In terms of the bigger picture, this move could echo across the NFC. The Eagles, despite their strong record, may be sacrificing short-term depth for future flexibility. Meanwhile, the Packers could be making a bold statement, saying they're not just in rebuild mode but are ready to compete at the highest level with the right pieces in place. DraftKings odds now give the Packers a plus 900 shot at winning the NFC Championship, which has already increased to plus 550 if they acquire Mailata. Their Super Bowl odds are also climbing, with some analysts saying that Mailata's addition could boost their chances significantly, making them a serious contender once again. Of course, all this hinges on the deal actually happening, but the whispers are getting louder. The NFL offseason is always filled with surprises, and this one could be the kind that defines the Packers' next decade. Imagine a Lambeau Field where Mailata's name becomes synonymous with stability and dominance on the line, helping Green Bay reclaim its status as a perennial powerhouse. The fans, the city, and the team would rally behind such a move, because it's about building a legacy, about creating a line that's as legendary as the frozen tundra itself. And let's not forget, the NFL is a league of momentum. If the Packers do pull off this move, it could serve as a catalyst, not just for this season, but for the next 5 or even 10 years. The blueprint for sustained success starts with a fortified offensive line, and Mailata could be the cornerstone that transforms the Packers into an offensive juggernaut once again. It's about solidifying that protection, giving Jordan Love the tools he needs, and finally establishing an offensive line that opponents fear. As we look toward the upcoming games, with tough matchups on the horizon against divisional rivals and playoff contenders, the addition of a player like Mailata could be the missing piece. It's about setting a tone, about showing the league that Green Bay is back in the game, ready to compete at the highest level. It's about building a dynasty, and this trade might just be the first step toward that future. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now I want to hear from you Packers fans. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Mailata would be the perfect fit to solidify our line and push us toward another deep playoff run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This is a moment that could define the franchise for years to come, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Keep the faith, keep cheering, and as always, go Pack Go.